Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports, and I am back after a very, very long absence from my YouTubing ways. And it's been quite a long time since I've done a DVD review of any sorts, especially in terms of WWE. It's kind of hard for me to go out and buy a DVD with WWE these days, especially when you have the WWE Network. So this one's a little near and dear to my heart because I love the product and I love what the product is doing. First, before I introduce the DVD, I gotta give a little special shout out to one of my good buddies, Leonard Brand, who tipped me off on where to get the DVD, because I'm not sure if it was WWE's mistake or FYE's mistake, but the DVD got released a little bit early. The release date for NXT Greatest Matches Volume 1 is supposed to be March 15th. Well, it was put out in FYE stores over the weekend, and I just happened to get the last Blu-ray copy that they had. So, ever since the WWE Network came out, I've been a huge fan of NXT. NXT has been a really great alternative, especially for those of us who get sick of Raw and SmackDown and the same old normal BS that we see on a weekly basis. For me personally, I kind of, obviously through the internet and underground sites, I followed Florida Championship Wrestling when it was ran by Steve Kern, and they were the developmental promotion for the WWE. I gotta tell you, Triple H has had his critics in his time. He's had his fair share of naysayers in his time, but NXT is probably the greatest thing Triple H has done in his career to date. And going through the matches over the weekend, just so phenomenal to watch. And I love how in between the matches they have a little tidbit on how NXT has grown in so many different ways. And the matches are great. Let's check the discs out here, and they're pretty back cover with all the guys and gals on it. Every match on here is really fun to watch, but for me personally, I enjoyed watching the matches that weren't aired on the network or TV. The two examples I can think of were Cesaro versus Neville from the Arnold Classic, which is a phenomenal match. I honestly thought, I'm kind of biased because I am a huge Cesaro fan, but I thought that match was actually the best match I watched on the entire DVD. The other match, Ring of Honor fans will greatly appreciate. It was started off as a one-on-one contest between CM Punk and Antonio Cesaro at the time. Many people know Antonio Cesaro as Claudio Castagnoli. It turned into a one-on-one match, but then it broke down into a tag team match, which resulted in CM Punk teaming with Seth Rollins. And for those of you Ring of Honor fans, I'll be politically correct. He was Tyler Black in Ring of Honor. And Antonio Cesaro teamed up with his former tag team partner, Cassius Ohno. And for Cassius Ohno fans that knew him in Ring of Honor, Chris Hero. So it was really, really great to see a Ring of Honor dream match in NXT. And what a match it was. It was really cool watching CM Punk and Chris Hero kind of reignite their old rivalry, and seeing the Kings of Wrestling team up again. And, that's just one of the great things that NXT is doing right now. They're bringing in some of the best talent from all over the world. You have, Finn Balor, who was Fergal Prince Devitt in Japan and Ireland. You have Kenta, who's now known as Hideo Itami in NXT. Jushin Thunder Liger even had a one-time surprise appearance. You also have Kevin Owens, obviously Kevin Steen, who's known by many. And even now, coming up, Austin Aries is now part of NXT. Shinsuke Nakamura, apologize if I butchered that, but he is now coming to NXT. So, Volume 1 is just a small taste of what has happened so far and what's going to happen next. This DVD really just, I didn't get bored with it. Even watching the matches that I had already seen on the WWE Network, really fun to watch over again. My personal favorite, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, Sasha Banks versus Bayley. Can't say enough about that match, and I love how they have the 4 horsewomen on here, plus Paige. Women's wrestling really got redefined again in NXT, and the matches on here will clearly show that women's wrestling is peaking once again in the world of professional wrestling. So, for those of you who weren't fortunate enough to get this DVD early at FYE, I am highly suggesting that you pick up this DVD this coming week. Like I said, the official release date in the United States is March 15th. So pick it up, enjoy, let me know what your thoughts are on the DVD. Let me know what your favorite matches are. I'd love to hear your opinions on this. And as always, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports, where controversy doesn't come without criticism. We're your source for all things sports. Be sure to check out HollywoodsWorldOfSports.com, and you'll find me all over social media: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, you name it, I am there, covering the most important sports and professional wrestling topics out there going on today. Thanks again. Hope you have a great night, and be sure to check out NXT Greatest Matches Volume 1. Thank you.